Imagine we have a concentric dataset and we want to find clusters. If we try an algorithm like KMeans, say with 3 clusters, it doesn't really give the most optimal result. By the way, if you don't know how KMeans works, I have a dedicated video on it. The link is in the description. When we run KMeans here, it gives us 3 clusters, but this does not look right, does it? Ideally, each ring should have been its own cluster, but KMeans fails to capture. On top of that, the outlier points are also affecting the clusters. So the real question is, how can we actually find the best cluster where data is shaped by density rather than being nicely separable shapes? That's why we use an algorithm called DBSCAN, which is a density-based clustering method. Instead of forcing clusters into fixed shapes like K-means, DBSCAN looks at how tightly packed the data points are. So let's first try this algorithm on this dataset and then we will apply it to the earlier one. But before we jump into the steps of DBSCAN, we need to understand its two main parameters. The first one is called epsilon, which represents the radius of the neighborhood circle around a point. And second parameter is the minimum number of points, which in this case we will take as 4. These two parameters are really important because they decide how clusters are formed, and they can be adjusted depending on the structure of the data. So the algorithm starts from any unvisited point and checks how many points fall within its epsilon radius. If the number of points is greater than or equal to the minimum points we set, then this point is called a core point. We then assign it to a new cluster along with all the points in its neighborhood. Next, we repeat the same process for those neighboring points as well. But here's the catch. If any neighbor does not qualify as a core point, we say it's a boundary point and we still keep it inside the cluster, but we don't expand further from it. In this way, clusters grow naturally from dense regions without forcing any shape. This cluster is done. So let's move on to other points. Now this point here is not a core point because it only has 3 neighbors within the range. So for now, we will temporarily mark it in red, showing it as an outlier. But remember, if later it turns out to be a neighbor of some core point, then it won't stay an outlier. Instead, we will mark it as a boundary point and absorb it into the cluster. Now look at this point. It is a core point. So we will mark it in green along with its neighbors, forming another cluster. As we continue, notice something interesting. The problem we earlier marked as an outlier actually happens to be a neighbor of this core point. That means it's no longer an outlier. It gets pulled into the cluster, and this process continues. Now for these points over here, they are neither core points nor boundary points because they don't fall within the neighborhood of any core point. So we will simply treat them as noise and leave them unassigned. They won't belong to any cluster, which is exactly how DBSCAN naturally handles outliers. And that's it. That's how DBSCAN works. It finds clusters purely based on density. And the best part, unlike K-means, it does not need you to predefine the number of clusters. The algorithm automatically figures that out. So when we apply it to our circular dataset, DBSCAN correctly identifies 3 clusters in the high density regions and marks the outliers as noise.